After all the initial hard work done by the Indian batsmen in the first two sessions, the hosts have kind of given away their advantage to New Zealand. I have with me Sahil Malhotra to discuss the day's play. Sahil, would it be fair to say that New Zealand hold the edge over India after the first day's play?
I think they hold everything over India now. They hold the advantage. They have their tails up now because India were cruising at one stage, about 150 for 1. You had Cheteshwar, Pujara and Murali Vijay who were batting comfortably in the 60s. They had done the hard work of surviving the morning session because that's what you want against a good seam bowling attack in New Zealand. They had good quality seamers in Wagner and Trent Bolt, but they kind of negotiated with them quite easily in the morning session. But I think the afternoon session is what completely changed the picture here because the sun came out, the pitch started to wear out a bit, and it was wearing a very dry look. So that's where New Zealand bowlers came into picture, the spinners came into picture, and we all saw what happened next.
Two soft dismissals there of Pujara and Kohli. I wouldn't say soft, but it was a silly shot to play. It kind of swung the momentum in New Zealand's favour. But again, Rohit Sharma, Ashwin, they tried to steady the ship. That's where I guess the extra batsmen worked. But eventually that too did not help India.
My point is completely different from yours when it comes to playing an extra batsman, because I think in India you shouldn't really go for an extra batsman. Why do you need an extra batsman?
For days like these, I guess.
For days, but it didn't really work. The scoreboard still reads 291 for 9. So the kind of the manner in which Pujara got out, it was frustrating for him because he was batting on 62. He was looking well set, and we all know what happens when Pujara crosses 50. He converts into 100 and a big 100. He has been coming on the back of two 150 plus scores, one going in excess of 200. So the Pujara of the old was back in his zone. He was batting beautifully today. When Pujara is sorted when he plays the cut shot and the on drive. So he was playing those shots beautifully today. So he was all sorted. But that ball pitched in the rough stopped slightly, and it was a tennis lob which went back to Santner.
Straight simple catch.
But Kohli was more frustrating because
it wasn't needed so early in
and the plan was there because Ish Sodhi was there and he was fielding slightly square. He was slightly square. So Wagner had moved that player finer and
he walked into the trap there.
So that was very frustrating. But again,
I guess what would be even more frustrating for so many of you out there would be Rohit Sharma. He looked so well set. He was playing pretty well. Nice shots. He was looking comfortable, and then that silly shot. I mean, and it's frustrating because in a T20 or an ODI, that shot would have just gone to the third tier of the stadium. So tests and Rohit Sharma don't go along.
Frustration and curiousness attached with Rohit Sharma continues. I told you he's just not into the test zone at the moment. I saw that at the Firozshah Kotla when he just threw it away against Ish Sodhi. And again today, 7 overs left in the day's play. It was a needless shot. Why would you want to clear the circle? You can just bat out the remaining 6 overs. And it's not that he hadn't scored runs. He was batting on 35. A partnership was developing. India were almost rebuilding the innings after that little mid-innings shake-up. So it was needless at that point of the game.
But all in all, I mean, if you look at India's total now, 291, we're close to 300 tomorrow morning or whatever. We're close to 200, 300 right now. Do you think that's enough for New Zealand just to get a first innings lead or put the pressure on them?
I think it's a very good total. Let's just take our focus away from how Indian batsmen performed today. But what the scoreboard reads right now, it's 291. The pitch is deteriorating. And the way it was gripping in the final session of the day's play, it's going to get worse now. And we have Ravindra Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja, and we all know what Ravindra Jadeja can do on assisting surfaces.
That's true.
He's the best bowler in the world when the wicket starts to turn. So that will be a factor for New Zealand batsmen. But again, I'm really curious to see how they approach New Zealand batsmen, how they approach the innings now.
I guess it should be a very Vijay-esque innings. We forgot to mention him altogether, but he played a fine knock as well. Be interesting to see how the match shapes up tomorrow. It will be a very interesting second morning. Do join us for the analysis after that. Till then, keep watching IndianExpress.com.